Hi, it's Tiger Todd, and this Saturday it will be the 27th anniversary Breakthrough Academy. Yeah, over 1,600 hero schools we've delivered over the last 27 years. And this Saturday is a Breakthrough Academy for the homeless and houseless. And it's interesting because we see that the current mindset very different than it was when I started back there in that park, that inner city park with the first 1,854 homeless people in 1995. It's interesting. Back then, the consensus was we need to like feed them and maybe give them some comfort, keep them alive, and we turned it into education that actually changed them. We thought we were going to build sustainable cities by building sustainable people, sustainable lives. We created the math, the school of psychology, and we got the first, I think, 10,213 off the streets in short order. In fact, the slogan became real life change at the speed of movies, since we used the math that created many of the Marvel origin stories. Today, we have what's called Housing First, and there's this idea that we can put people in housing, and I'm all for putting people in housing, or rather, I'm all for creating the kind of people that can attain housing, that can keep housing, and that can be good neighbors and contributors in their communities. What I think we have a trouble with is when we have now so many people who slip through the cracks that look, many of the homeless people that we have in America today were not homeless when we started at Hero School. Something in our society, in our schools, in our churches, something in our communities is producing them. And until that little leak is plugged, or until those systems are realigned to produce what they're supposed to be producing, instead of people that get stuck in the four habits of homelessness and downward spirals and wrecked lives, not just for themselves, but for their families and loved ones, I think we need to stop looking at the outside. We need to start working on the inside. Start to reach into these people's lives and help them get realigned so they can feel like the people they were born to be. You know, we all knew this in high school. I see this when I go to schools and speak. I used to do 40, 50 schools a year. And after this pandemic, we might just have to get back in there. But I go to the high schools, and I was surprised that in many of these career presentations, I'd have 500 high school seniors, and how few of them knew what they wanted to do when high school ended. And this is really a fascinating dichotomy because in elementary school, every single one of them knew. So something's happening between, elementary school and high school, and maybe it is middle school, right? Maybe it's the change that occurs like it does for those movie characters, right? For the kids, like Harry Potter looks, we see it in real life with people like Jesus who's ditched his parents at age 12, 13. That something happens to these young people. And I think we need, as a society, we need to do a better job at finding out exactly what that is when these kids split into their Bruce Wayne and Batman selves and figure out a way to educate both, integrate both, so that we don't have people's inner lives wrecking their outer goals and destinations like we see way too much of. They're human beings. We can't keep reaching out to them like we did, like I saw that they were doing when I was just a philanthropist in the 1990s. We can't just keep trying to rescue them like they're lost pets that have climbed over our backyard wall at night. These are human beings with so much possibility and potential inside them, so much contribution yet to give. And so we're going to do it again this Saturday, the 27th anniversary Breakthrough Academy. I'm just so grateful for all the people that have come together to put this event on, and for the very people we've been in the tunnels and in the sidewalk streets behind shopping centers, reaching out to those people who end up stuck, especially in this city where I think the first of those first 10,213 homeless people that we got off the streets of Las Vegas, not one of them was from Las Vegas. Anyway, we're gonna do it again. We still have some energy. We have a lot more wisdom now. Of course, the world's changed, and we have other obstacles to solve beyond the four habits of homelessness. What we're gonna get it done, it's gonna be real life change at the speed of movies.